The sweetness lingers longer with Selati and espresso.
Now this morning we are learning different uses of sugar, and we're learning the difference between marmalade and jam with Zola. Zola, what are we making today?
Okay, we're making Naartjie Marmalade. And the first thing I have to say about this, it's a very simple process, but you always have to use the fruit at its best. So naartjies are like sublime at the moment, so now's the best time to make your marmalade. So in summertime, when the strawberries are out, that's the best time to make strawberry jam, for example. Okay.
And let us know on our Facebook page, what type of jam do you make, or do you like, and do you make your own jam? My gran used to make her own jam.
I know.
That's where I learned to make jam.
It's cool. Okay, we're going to show you how to make. We're making marmalade today.
Yes.
Do you know the difference between jam and marmalade?
No, but I know where marmalade got its name from. Can I tell you that?
Tell me that,
and then
I'll
you can tell
you.
us the difference between jam and marmalade. So, apparently, this is the folklore about the name of marmalade. The queen, the French-speaking Queen of Scots, was ill, and she asked her staff to make her a mixture or a concoction of various citrus fruits in hot water with lots of sugar. And her staff ran downstairs and they were shouting, because the Queen of Scots, French-speaking Queen of Scots' name was Marie. And in French, marmalade, I think malade means sick, and they were shouting Marie is sick, Marie malade. And eventually, through the ages, it became marmalade.
That's a cute story.
Yeah, it's a cute story. I don't know if it's true, but I believe that's folklore to it. I could be corrected.
Okay, so what I've done so far is cut the naartjies into quarters, and then you just sort of slice up the rind. The difference between marmalade and jam? Jam is fruit chopped up, cooked as a whole in sugar and water, whereas marmalade is usually made with citrus fruits, and it's usually the peel of the citrus fruit cooked in its juice. So you don't use the pulp and you don't use the rest of it. Okay, so that's the general difference.
You see, we've learned.
So this is how you start. So you peel it as I've done. You squeeze the quarters you discard this. Right, and also...
Or give it to the birds outside, that's what we like to do.
Or do that, or put it into a smoothie.
Yes.
Or after I've squashed it in my hand, maybe.
But we have washed our hands.
Okay, so then you pour water to cover it, and then you leave it for about 2 hours. That's for the zest to sort of soften.
So it's just hot water?
No, normal cold water. It's just to like soften the zest, because this is like very, very hard and very, so you're starting off the softening process. Then you pop it into a pot, and you bring it to the boil. And this is when the sugar comes in.
Oh, I love that smell. How much sugar do we add?
We add a lot of sugar. And this, we're using the Selati Plantation Select. When you're making something with so much sugar, you want to use sugar at its most natural form. And this is like the least refined sugar that you can find. Okay.
And it comes in a resealable
That's
bag.
why it's actually white sugar, because this is white sugar, just not refined. So you can see it's got a beautiful, like...
rich golden color.
Exactly, like a golden color, which is just so pretty.
How much sugar do you add?
You add quite a bit of sugar. So it's like 3 parts sugar to fruit.
And then, of course, our keyword today, Selati. If you want to get this ingredients list sent straight to your mobile phone, just SMS Selati to 33728, and we'll send it through to your mobile phone. How long do you boil this for?
So at this stage, once you put the sugar in, don't boil it until you've stirred and the sugar has dissolved.
Why don't you boil it?
Otherwise, it'll crystallize. And also, when you're making jams and marmalades, the setting agent is the pectin within the fruit. So citrus fruit has lots of pectin in it, so you're all right. Otherwise, you must try and put a bit of pectin sugar in it. And this is actually very good sugar. It has a bit of pectin in it because it's so unrefined. Okay, so once you've dissolved the sugar and it's boiled for a few hours, this is what it'll look like. While it's boiling, you want to skim off. I don't know if you can see, there's a bit of like impurities that float up to the top.
What is that, impurities?
It's just like the scum that comes off the peel.
Yes.
Because I mean, it is a fruit and it's it's out in the open, Okay, so I want to show you how to test. Yeah, you skim it off while it reduces. So this is a way to test how your marmalade's done. So if you put a saucer into the freezer.
It's ice cold.
It's ice cold, it is. Then you spoon a bit of your warm marmalade
onto the ice cold
saucer. The ice saucer, right?
Oh, we're learning lots of new tricks here
Then the trick is you run your finger across, and if it stays apart, that's how you know it's done.
Okay, is it staying apart?
It's staying apart. It needs a little bit longer, but you can see once it stays apart and doesn't flow back together, you know it's done.
Wow, that is incredible. Just
that's
like
how
our grandmothers used to do it.
Okay, so now I want to serve it up so you can taste it.
And
so grab some that we've made.
A fabulous Selati hamper that we're giving away. It could be yours. All you need to do is SMS that keyword Selati to go into the draw, and you'll also get the ingredients list sent straight through to your mobile phone. Look at our gorgeous jam.
You can
How long
see
does it take in total?
It takes a couple of hours, just depending on your heat source, etc. But I mean, it's not hard. I mean, you put the stuff in and you sort of look after it. You just look at it every now and then.
So you look after it.
You look after it, exactly.
Let us know on our
Oh, I'm
Facebook
making a
page,
mess.
what jam do you like? And do you make your own jam? Let us know. Espresso Morning Show, SABC3. Zola, that looks
Are you
amazing.
going to try a little bit?
Oh, my weakness. Scones with marmalade and topped with cream.
Exactly. Here we go.
Well, I am training, so I can have a little bit of this.
Yeah,
this
like
looks
Michael
really
Phelps
great.
can eat his thing, you can have this.
I'm not in the league of Michael Phelps, but this is really great. You and Kia, I've saved some scones for you.
The sweetness lingers longer with Selati and espresso.